Walmart is quietly changing how America shops, and if you know where to look, you can save a shocking amount of money while outsmarting the system completely. Most people walk through those sliding glass doors thinking they're getting the lowest prices already, but that's exactly what Walmart wants you to believe. What most shoppers miss is that the real deals are tucked behind certain timings, policies, and shopping behaviors. The savings are not advertised on big yellow signs. They're hiding in plain sight. Let's start with a trick that can instantly shave dollars off your grocery bill without clipping a single coupon. Most Walmart shoppers do not realize this, but the company offers price matching through their app. Here's how it works. Say you're at Walmart and see a loaf of bread for $3, but another major retailer nearby is selling the same bread for $2.50. If you open the Walmart app, scan the barcode, and submit the competitor's price, Walmart may match it on the spot. This policy is not posted on every shelf. You need to take the initiative, but the app makes it ridiculously simple. The real hack? Use this trick right in the store, especially for items like pantry staples, frozen goods, or paper products. Price matching works best when you're scanning known brands, and the savings add up fast. One family saved over $200 in a single month just by scanning their cart before checking out. But here's the catch. Walmart quietly limits how often you can price match per account. So be selective and prioritize higher cost items. Most shoppers will never use this feature. You will. Now let's talk about clearance items because that little yellow sticker is more powerful than you think. Most people see a clearance shelf and just browse for something interesting. But if you know how to read the price tags, you can predict when items will drop even lower. Walmart uses a secret markdown system, and once you know it, it's like having a cheat code for in-store savings. The final markdown price almost always ends in the number 1. If a price ends in double zero, that means it's just the first markdown. But if it ends in 1, like $10.01, that's your cue. It is likely the lowest price that item will ever reach. Here's where it gets better. Walmart employees usually update clearance prices early in the week, especially on Tuesdays. That's when older inventory is marked down to make room for new shipments. If you shop after noon on a Tuesday, you're beating the rush and getting first pick at the deepest discounts. People who show up at 10 in the morning? Too early. The markdown guns usually do not roll out until midday. Want to save even more? Focus on seasonal goods like garden supplies in August, school supplies in late September, or holiday items the day after the holiday. One smart shopper picked up a brand new artificial Christmas tree for $25. The original price? $120. Here's something most people completely miss. Walmart hidden overstock. Sometimes an item has been sitting in the back room for too long and needs to go, but there's no shelf space left. That's when employees quietly label it as online-only clearance. These products show up cheaper on Walmart's website than in the store. So what's the move? Use your phone while shopping in-store and compare prices online in real time. If you find the exact item cheaper online, order it for in-store pickup. The difference can be shocking. A backpack that costs $35 in store might be just $18 online. And yes, you can pick it up at the exact same location. It feels like cheating, but it is perfectly allowed. Another overlooked money-saving tactic is knowing how Walmart's rollbacks actually work. Everyone knows those big red signs mean sale, but what most people do not know is that rollbacks are based on inventory surplus. If a store has too much of a product, it gets put on rollback, not because it's about to expire or go out of season, but because the store needs to make room. That means rollbacks are localized. An item on rollback in Texas might not be on rollback in Michigan. And here's the golden tip. Always scan the item with the app before you buy. The online price may be even lower than the rollback price in-store, and in many cases, Walmart will match it at the register if you show them. Timing your shopping is just as important as knowing where to look. One of the biggest secrets? Shop at night, specifically between 8 and 10 p.m. That's when produce managers start marking down fruits, vegetables, bakery items, and deli meat that need to sell before morning. You can often find bakery rolls, bagels, and muffins marked down by 50%. Fresh produce like berries or salads might have a discount sticker you would completely miss during daytime hours. Think of it like grocery happy hour. One woman in Georgia said she saves around $60 per month just by grocery shopping after her kids go to bed. Now, here's one that sounds strange but works like magic. Check Walmart gas stations. Most people do not realize that Walmart has a fuel rewards program. And if you use a Walmart credit card or money card, You get discounts at affiliated gas stations, sometimes up to 10 cents per gallon. But the real trick is timing it with grocery purchases. For every so many dollars you spend in store or online, you rack up rewards that apply toward gas. There's even a way to stack deals. Some users reported saving up to 40 cents per gallon during peak promotion periods. That's not pocket change. Over the course of a year, it could be over $200 in fuel savings just for shopping where you already shop. Let's talk about the return policy. It's generous, but also misunderstood. Walmart technically allows returns up to 90 days for most items. But here's what savvy shoppers do. They take advantage of the extended holiday return window. Starting in October, the return clock resets, and you get up to 120 days on many products purchased in Q4. This means you can buy gifts, gadgets, or even seasonal decorations super early, and still return them in January if you change your mind or spot a better deal somewhere else. Most people think they're stuck with that portable heater or blender they bought in October. They're not. Here's where it gets even more clever. If you order online and say the product arrived damaged or defective, Walmart often issues an instant refund and tells you to keep the item. It does not happen every time, but when it does, it feels like hitting a tiny jackpot. One user reported receiving a refund for a set of tumblers that arrived with a cracked lid, and they got to keep the entire set. This happens more with inexpensive home goods and low-risk items, but it is still a powerful reminder. Always report issues. The worst that happens, they say no. The best, free merchandise and your money back. Most people think savings at Walmart only happen at checkout, but the real winners know the game starts in the parking lot. Ever heard of the store layout trick? Walmart supercenters in wealthier zip codes often carry premium versions of the same product. A bottle of olive oil at one Walmart might be gourmet labeled and priced at $15, while the exact same bottle, same brand, same ounces, costs $9 at a location just 5 miles away. This is called zone pricing. Walmart adjusts prices based on the neighborhood's income, competition, and local demand. But here is the hack. Use the app to scan barcodes in-store and compare them to another nearby Walmart zip code. You can do this manually or use browser extensions that spoof your store location. One couple in Florida used this trick to plan their weekly grocery run between two Walmarts just 15 minutes apart. Their monthly savings, over $180 just by shopping the cheaper zone for pantry staples, cleaning supplies, and toiletries. It takes 5 minutes to check. It feels like knowing the cheat code to a video game that everyone else is playing blindfolded. Here's another secret hidden in plain sight. Walmart's Great Value brand is more than just a budget option. It is sometimes the exact same product as the name brand version. We are talking about identical factories, identical ingredients, and identical nutritional facts. The only difference? Packaging. One Food Insider leaked that Walmart peanut butter and a popular name brand peanut butter are literally made in the same plant. The difference in price? Around $1.50 per jar. Multiply that across your cart, and you are looking at serious savings without giving up taste or quality. Want to know which Great Value products are considered best in class? Flour, canned beans, shredded cheese, and frozen vegetables. In blind taste tests, many of these beat out name brand competitors. Think of it like this. You are not downgrading. You are unplugging from marketing illusions and buying the same thing for less. One taste tester even joked that if you covered the labels, most people would never know the difference. If you switch out just 10 items per week for their Great Value equivalent, that is easily $20 to $30 back in your pocket every shopping trip. If you're finding these tips helpful so far, a quick like or subscribe really helps us out. Now let's talk timing again. Not just what time of day, but what day of the month. The 1st and the 15th? Avoid those. Those are peak days when benefits like Social Security, SNAP, and pensions are loaded onto cards. What happens next? A shopping rush. Stores are packed, items go out of stock faster, and fewer discounts are applied. But if you shop between the 9th and the 12th, or even the 21st through 24th, you are likely to find better stock levels and less competition for markdowns. Employees are less rushed, aisles are cleaner, and you can actually think while pushing your cart. Ever wonder why certain Walmart locations have ridiculously long receipt checks at the door, while others let you walk out without a glance? It is not random. Stores with higher shrink rates, meaning more theft, implement stricter policies. But what does that have to do with saving money? Everything. The higher the shrink rate, the more aggressively that store marks up certain items to cover the law. You read that right. Theft in one aisle can make prices go up in another. That is why two Walmarts just 10 minutes apart can have completely different prices on items like razors, baby formula, or small electronics. Want to avoid the markup? Shop at a location known for shorter receipt checks. It's usually a sign the shrink rate is lower and the prices might be too. Here's a digital trick almost no one uses. Walmart lets you create multiple accounts, and here is why that matters. New accounts often get targeted with special app-only coupons, especially for groceries and first-time online orders. If you have a partner, roommate, or even a different email address, you can double dip. Just rotate through accounts when placing online pickup or delivery orders. Some users even report getting free delivery offers, $10 discounts, and exclusive bundle deals just for using a new email. It is like pressing a reset button on your savings every few months. And while we are on the app, never sleep on Walmart's online-only bundles. These are preset kits that include multiple items for a lower total price, but they do not exist in stores. One example, a baking starter kit that includes flour, sugar, vanilla, chocolate chips, and measuring spoons. Bought separately, around $25. As a bundle, $17. These show up mostly under categories like back to school, meal prep, or holiday essentials. And the best part is you can still modify the quantity or remove items before checkout, but you keep the bundle discount. Ever bought a small kitchen appliance or tech gadget at Walmart and skipped the protection plan? Here's a secret. Walmart sometimes includes free manufacturer coverage without even advertising it. And if something breaks within the first 90 days, most items qualify for instant refunds through the app. You do not even need to send it back in some cases. One user reported that their electric kettle stopped working after 2 months. They opened the app, selected the item, reported it as defective, and got a full refund in under 30 minutes. No return, no questions. But it gets better. Walmart partners with third-party sellers for many online purchases. If that air fryer or Bluetooth speaker you ordered online turns out to be trash, the third-party seller often refunds without requiring a return. Why? Because shipping costs them more than just letting you keep the item. You just need to file the return request promptly within the return window. It is the digital equivalent of finders keepers on OK, and it works more often than you would expect. Here's a quirky trick that might sound too simple to be real. Never buy greeting cards at the front of the store. Instead, go to the party supplies aisle near the back. Why? Because Walmart stocks multi-pack cards there. Boxes of birthday thank you and holiday cards for the price of 1 or 2 singles. You can get a 10-pack of well-designed cards for under $5. Up front, one fancy card might cost $4 alone. Same company, same brand, different packaging, different price. If you have ever stood in the aisle trying to pick the least corny birthday card, you know how fast that cost adds up, but not anymore. Now let's talk about one of the weirdest places to find discounts at Walmart, the bakery. It is not just about those half-price stickers on day-old donuts. If you approach the bakery counter in the late afternoon, especially after 4 p.m., employees are often willing to mark down unsold cakes, cupcakes, and loaves that were meant to sell that day. They cannot keep most of those baked goods overnight. So if you time it right, you can score fresh, full-sized birthday cakes or dessert trays for up to 50% off just by asking. One mom picked up a $20 cookie cake for $8 simply because she showed up before closing. No coupon, no app, just being there at the right time and asking politely. Here is something else few people realize. Walmart's store brand diapers, baby wipes, and formula are not just cheap, they are top tier. Several parenting blogs and medical reviews have pointed out that Walmart's Parents' Choice formula is made by the same manufacturer as some leading brands sold for double the price. The ingredient lists, nearly identical. And since infant formula is heavily regulated, the nutritional quality is on par. Parents who made the switch saved hundreds of dollars in the first year alone without sacrificing quality. The same goes for diapers. Unless your baby has a specific allergy or sensitivity, you are paying for marketing and cartoon animals on the box. But if you really want to unlock next-level savings, you have to understand the clearance code. On Walmart's price tags, you will sometimes notice a small number in the upper right corner of the tag. It is called the clearance marker. A 5 means it has been marked down 5 times. A 7 means 7 markdowns. And if you see a letter like C or D, that usually signals the final markdown phase before it gets pulled off the shelf completely. In other words, if you spot a clearance item with a C and a price ending in 1, grab it now. It is not going any lower, and it might be gone tomorrow. And here's a secret about online pricing most people never think to use. Walmart's online price can change multiple times in a single day. but you can track it. Just like with Amazon, there are browser extensions like Camel, 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 or Honey that also monitor Walmart prices. They show you the price history, daily fluctuation trends, and help you set alerts for when a product drops to your target amount. One user tracked a set of tires that dropped from $400 to $260 over 2 weeks. He got the alert, ordered instantly, and saved almost $150 without doing anything more than clicking track. Now, here's a strange but effective strategy for anyone planning a big purchase. Wait for a return. If you are looking at a TV, lawnmower, or exercise equipment, check the store in person and ask the associate if they have any open box or returned versions. These items are often in perfect working condition, barely used, and are deeply discounted to avoid being sent back through the return chain. In-store managers have flexibility to offer spontaneous markdowns, especially on large items that take up floor space. One man walked out with a $500 elliptical machine for $280 simply because he asked if there was a return in the back. And yes, it worked perfectly. Another underused money-saving move is the Walmart Vision Center. You do not need insurance to get your eyes checked there. Eye exams are often cheaper than private practices, and many prescription lenses are available at a fraction of the price you would pay elsewhere. But here is the hidden benefit. The Vision Center sometimes offers free cleanings, adjustments, and minor repairs on glasses, even if you did not buy them there. A lot of people do not even know this exists. One customer got a broken arm hinge on their glasses, fixed for free just by walking in and asking nicely. It is small, but if you have kids or go through glasses quickly, this kind of free support adds up fast. If you ever shop for electronics or seasonal items, pay close attention to the way they are stocked. Walmart employees usually use something called modular reset schedules, basically store-wide inventory shuffles that happen quietly overnight. What most people do not know is that the day before a reset, outdated stock is often quietly moved to clearance carts near the back or side aisles. These carts look unassuming, but the deals can be huge. Think of it as an unofficial liquidation sale that only exists because the shelf is about to be rearranged. Ask an associate when the next modular reset is and time your visit accordingly. Now here's a fun one. Walmart has a secret coupon section. You will not find it hanging in the aisles or printed in weekly flyers. It is digital. If you search Walmart coupons directly through their website or app, you will be taken to a dedicated page with dozens of digital discounts that apply automatically at checkout. These include grocery items, household staples, and even pet supplies. Many people never click this section because they assume Walmart doesn't do coupons, but they do. It is just hidden. And if you combine these with in-store markdowns or bundle deals, the double discount becomes real. One woman got 6 bags of name-brand dog food for half off, just by combining a site coupon with a manufacturer's rebate. Lastly, let's talk about Walmart's pickup and delivery loophole. If you use Walmart's online grocery pickup, you can sometimes access lower prices than what's offered in-store, even at the same location. That is because the app pulls from online inventory algorithms, which fluctuate faster than physical shelf tags. Here is the trick. Fill your cart online for pickup, then compare those prices to what you see in store. You may be shocked. Items like condiments, paper towels, or packaged snacks often cost less online, and you can pick them up in the parking lot without setting foot inside. You're saving money and skipping the crowds. Some families use this system every single week, planning their grocery list entirely around which prices are better through pickup. It is smarter shopping with less effort. So here's the big picture. Walmart has spent years perfecting the illusion of low prices. And while their base prices are often decent, the real savings come when you peel back the layers. Whether you are scanning barcodes, timing your bakery visit, checking the clearance tag codes, or simply using a second account to unlock bonus coupons, you are now part of the savvy few. You are no longer the shopper who grabs the first item and walks to checkout. You are the shopper who knows exactly when to strike, where to click, and how to outsmart the system that millions of people sleepwalk through. That is the power of shopping with intention. Walmart may be a giant, but now you are walking through those aisles with X-ray vision, and every dollar you keep in your wallet, that is proof that the game can be played differently, and you are playing to win. If you've made it this far, congratulations. Now you're officially more informed than most customers. Like and subscribe to help us keep the spotlight on the food industry's best-kept secrets. And remember, the truth is not always on the menu.